API stands for Application Programming Interface. Okay. So in between the website and the application server, there are multiple ways how the SANS 25 some more vulnerabilities we need to cover. We'll cover that. Here is a website, and there are some users here on the left hand side. What are the three components of a application? What is meant by three-tier architecture? If you want to construct a website, what are the three main components that are required? Some website abc.com, database server, app server, and web server. Okay. You send a request and you get the response. This is how the normal communication works. So however, we are going to implement APIs in the framework. APIs means Application Programming Interface. So why is it required? There are multiple reasons because of the performance perspective, security perspective. A lot of the advantages are there by implementing the API call. So whenever you request anything, it can be a web request or it can be a API request. Normal HTTP request and API request. Web request means it is directly hit the code. API means it will hit the APIs. Some of the examples of APIs are REST, SOAP, WSDL. So web service description language. These are from Microsoft. And SOAP, Simple Object Access Protocol. Okay. REST, Relational State Transfer. Just remember the full form. Instead of hitting the request directly to the web server, so we would have implemented APIs in the web server along with the app server. Basically, with the help of app and web, we are going to develop the APIs. The request, whatever the user sends the request, that request will hit the APIs, and the APIs will interact with the application server and DB server. That's it. Okay. So how do we test the APIs? Tell me some of the requests what you send for a bank, or take allfrommutual.com. What are the operations we do? Give me one activity or the operation what you can do for ultramutual.com. Do you have the login activity? Yes. Transfer funds you can do. I would expect one answer from each. It can be a duplicate. Tell me what are the other operations we can do to the ultramutual.com. I got response only from two people, Aparna, Basha, Chandrika. Yes, balance check, then history, then statements. So As a end user, you think like, okay, website is giving you these kind of responses, but however, internally, it might be calling the APIs. Okay, those APIs will try to fetch the data, whatever is required for your actions or the activities. I'm going to make use of a tool called, what is the tool that is used for API penetration testing? Anyone? Does anyone know? Postman tool. Remember, Postman is a very powerful tool that is used for API penetration testing. So far, whatever you have learned, Web VAPT, this is one job role. You are going to work the vulnerabilities on the website. Network VAPT, you are going to work especially on the devices, IP addresses. You find the vulnerabilities are around that. And we have discussed some of the tools for each category, right? Similarly, API pen testing. You will be hired for a role only to test the APIs. We should know how to test the APIs. Okay. And mobile pen testing. Out of all these four, most of the jobs will be on the web, some additional job roles on network. Similarly for API pen testing. Either you may work only on single job role, single skills, okay, or multiple skills. Either API pen testing or mobile pen testing or network or web, or it can be a combination of web and network or web and API. So you should be in a state to test any kind of APIs, okay, application programming interface. We are going to use the tool called Postman tool. So along with Postman, we have to use Burp Suite. What is the use of Burp Suite tool? What is the use of Burp Suite tool? Anyone? Do you guys remember the features of Burp Suite? Some of the interview questions are, what is the tool that is used for, what tool do you use for API pen testing? I use Postman tool along with the Burp Suite. So why do we use Burp Suite for API? Any kind of request that triggers from the API, it can be captured with the Burp Suite. From Burp Suite, that specific request I can try for multiple payloads at multiple positions, and I check for different kinds of vulnerabilities like injection attacks, cross-site script, sensitive data disclosure, okay, all those things. Fair enough. Now you know the tool, how to test. What is the tool that is used for? We know the tool that is used for API pen testing. Let us see how we can configure this tool for the APIs. First of all, let us see how these APIs looks like and how do you configure the tool for doing the penetration testing. Very important concept. The APIs can be implemented for any kind of website. Okay, it all depends whether the specific application has the APIs or not. Who will know this information? Developers will be knowing the information. If there is a website, okay, and does it has APIs or not? Who will be knowing those details? Means remember, it will be knowing those details will be with the developers. You should ask them. Without asking them, you will not be aware like whether that has some details or not, because each and every API request, you send a request, API request, and you get the API response. If you want to send a request, you should know what are the request details are there. Request body. Request body, you should be knowing it. Then only we can construct the request by using the Postman tool. We are going to construct the request body for login, transfer funds, balance. I'll try for one case. You have to try for other cases. Okay. So the tool which we are going to use is Postman. We need to download and configure that tool. Postman tool download. You see here, the tool, it looks like this. The moment you launch, it will have collections, APIs, environments, mock services. These are all not much important. What we are concerned is collections and APIs. Okay. The Postman app, scroll down. You have an option of Windows 64-bit download. Okay. Try to download that. Let me send you this link. Download. Double click. Try to install the Postman tool. You guys can do in parallel. No issues. There is an option of create free account, sign in, and skip and go to the app. Select that, no need to sign in. That's it. The app has been launched. As of now, collections, no collections are there. APIs request also not there. So what should we do? Collections is there. Click on import. So if you have the link, open API graph as your WSDL. I said WSDL link, right? Directly you can refer to that link so that the APIs will get loaded. And then you click on the link, or you can include the Swagger link. This here what they have mentioned, swagger.json. You can use that JSON list or JSON URL to load those APIs. File, folder, link, raw text. Let us use one of these options. I'll try to put Swagger link. Where do we get the Swagger link? How do we know the API details request? Whom to contact if you want the Swagger link? Anyone? Whom should we contact if you want the Swagger link? Swagger link is needed to load the APIs. You should contact the developers of the application. Remember that. Okay. So I need to contact developers. They will be knowing these details. No one else will be knowing. Just you need to communicate. That's it. For now, we are trying for altomutual.com. Am I correct? So what I do is just launch altomutual.com. As this is a test application, they have given the API Swagger link in the website itself. Oh, how come we are not able to launch? Let me try in a different browser. Okay, let me check. We need this website for checking the APIs. Is anyone able to launch this website or is it down? No, proxy is not the problem. Try it in your in your system and see whether you are able to launch it or not. Demo.test file. Site can't be reached. Looks like it is down. We are left with API penetration testing and some scanners. Scanners will do it tomorrow. Not getting? Leave it. Let us try after 10-15 minutes. Open in Nagendra system. Bug bounty, yes, we need to cover that. Wow, great. I'm able to launch through demo.testfile.net. Okay. Scroll down. At the bottom, we have REST APIs. As I said, the APIs can be SOAP or REST or WSDL. Now we have this REST API. Click on that. If it is slow, I'll explain you the vulnerabilities first. Then the lab will do it later. Just to last try. Let us see. Okay, guys. I think there is some issue with the website. We'll do it at the end of the session. Maybe around 8:30, we'll give one more try. Or okay, leave it. Let us get into the bug bounty today. We'll try this. Oh, okay, fine. Getting loaded. Do you see that JSON list? It is pointing to the JSON demo URL. Okay, copy that. JSON means JSON collection. We will be able to load the APIs. You see some of the APIs, login is there, get method, post method, account information. You can try all these details for the account. You can get the account details of all the customers or account details of specific customer transactions. Whatever the activities I have told, all those can be done with the help of these APIs. Let us take one example. For example, login method. Click on the login method. So scroll down. You have the username, you have the password. That's what you do from the website, right? That specific website internally it will call this API. The API is login. This is the API slash login. It will internally it will be calling that. And let us say like you have the option of try it out. Click on try it out. So JSmith demo 1234 are correct credentials. I'll give wrong credentials intentionally just to generate the request. Click on execute. We have the username, password in the request body, and I clicked on execute. The possible responses are 200, 400, 500. 200 means success message when login complete. 400 invalid parameters. Internal server error for 500. It is taking time. Let us wait. I need the URL basically. I have this collection, so directly I should be able to launch this collection as well. Go to the tool, paste this collection, click on continue. In the tool, it will be asking for a link, JSON link. Automatically, it will try to fetch all the API methods into the Postman tool. Still, it is loading. Application is very slow. That is a problem. Even these APIs also getting loaded very slowly. Bug bounty is very interesting. So whatever the vulnerabilities you have found, you can try in all the websites, whichever are under bounty, and they will reward you if you find a good vulnerability. Okay. Yes. So Altro Mutual REST API Swagger 2.2, 2.0 API collection. Show advanced settings. Click on import. That's it. The entire collection we have imported it. Login method. So automatically you can check for the. Okay, hold on. Double click on that. Base URL. Login is a post method. There are no parameters. How about the headers? No headers. Body we have the JSmith and demo 1234. But the post URL, we need to set up something here. Find encode, set as a variable. No, hold on. What is the base URL? This is the one. Before login, we have http demo testfile.net, or the entire URL is here. Copy that request URL. For the earlier one, whatever is the request you have sent, the response got as 400. They didn't find username or password. Right? The same thing you can try in the Postman tool. Post method URL is this one. Okay. Demo.testfile.net. Request body we have constructed, and there are no headers, no parameters. You just need to click on send. That's it. One second. Request body we have authorization, headers, parameters. Click on send. There is some issue here. What is the problem? Refused connection. Check the proxy settings in case if the proxy is enabled here. Settings, proxy. Use system proxy is the correct one. Connection refused. Request body is perfect. Headers, authorization not required. Parameters, okay. One last try in case if it is not working, we'll move on to the bug bounty. I'll continue this APIs tomorrow. That's it. Whenever you want to test APIs, you need to ask for the URL. This is called API URL or endpoint. Endpoint means they are referring to this URL. Remember the name endpoint. API endpoint means the URL which is used for the APIs. Yes, now it is success. Do you see status 200? Remember some of the status codes. 200 is for success, 400 is for invalid input, 500 is for server side error, 300 series is for redirect, and it has generated the session ID. What if someone hacks the session ID or someone takes this session ID? Is that a vulnerable? Is that a vulnerability? Yes or no? Yes, it is a vulnerability because all the activities happen with the help of the session ID. Let us take about someone has taken this session ID and they want to get account details. It is a get method, headers, body, and you just type the correct URL, base URL, etc. Okay, copy that base URL, or else hold on. I'll tell you like how do we set up the variables in the API penetration testing. Earlier we tried for this login method, right? You see here, the moment you launch it is referring to the base URL and two flower braces in the prefix and postfix. But if you see the login method, we have to keep this one as a variable. Before the slash, everything should go into the base URL. So what should we do? To set this as a variable, right click or just double click. Set this as a variable. Click on that. This is the variable for us, right? That's it. What is the value of this? Test file.net. Or if you want to change these environment variables, you go to this. No global variable set. Okay, hold on. Scope collection. let it be like that. Go to the other one. Actually, those variables should get listed here, and you should be able to edit those variables. Somehow, let us see. I'll give one more try. I'll invoke the method first, one more time. You need to construct that request. Save. Okay, let me save this. Everyone try the login request first. Try to load this JSON and then parallelly you can give a try. What you have to do, install the Postman tool, then take that URL and launch it. That's it. Very simple. From Swagger also you need to construct this query. We are able to generate the request and the response, right? Still we are able to get 200 code. Base URL 1, okay. Directly you can start even the collections. Go to the APIs, new, click on collection, give some name like Altero. Done. Once this is done, as of now, there are no details in this Altero. This is the one which is important. But without importing also, you can construct your queries. Add a request. Okay. And request is, for example, login request. Give some name. And it is a post request. What is the URL? Take the URL from the Swagger. Let us use Swagger directly for the URL. This is the URL. Post the URL. Authorization, headers, body. Select raw. And you need to post the body, request body. Right? Copy. Parameter content type is application/JSON. Paste it over here. Put as JSON. Headers. I think that's it. You can trigger it. Either you can import the JSON collection or you can construct this request separately. Both are same. When you import, it will make your job easy. You just need to click on the method and you'll get the details. You can compare in case if something is missing. Headers content type application/JSON. That we need to add. Under body, JSON we have set. Headers, hidden. Content type is already there. No need to worry. I think we should be able to get 200 code. Try this login method, everyone. Confirm me once you are done. So first install the Postman tool. Then using the JSON list, JSON URL, try to import this entire list. You should be able to see the login method, then account information, feedback, admin. Once that is done, go to the login, double click on the post method. Okay, double click on the post method. So what is the response we have got? JSmith demo 1234. They are not able to find username and password. That is correct. Okay, so I'm able to generate this request. Give the valid username and password now. Try it out. Connection refused. Retry one more time. Yeah, the problem is all of us are trying to request the same thing. Oh, okay. Just stop for some time. Don't access ultramutual.com for 5 minutes. Okay. You can cancel that request. Set as variable. Global. Government name. Base URL 1, I'm setting it. Global variable. Demo.testfile.net set variable. Base URL 1. For the next time onwards, I don't need to type the entire base URL. Okay, I just need to refer as base URL 1. That's it. Try it out. So you are able to see the URL now under global variables, base URL 1. If I want to modify that, I can modify that. Demo.testfile.net and current value is the same thing. So why should we use this environment variables? If you are constructing a one more query, there is no need to mention every time this base URL. Automatically it will select from that. I'll try to construct one more request for this. That is for account details. Fetching the account details. Account number is there, no? Double click on that. Add example. Parameters, headers, body. You need to know the request parameters. For that, you need to refer Swagger link. Scroll down, scroll down. Account details, view account details, get account number. So what are the details you have to provide? You need to provide the account ID, account number, and authorization token. Authorization token is nothing but the session ID which got generated when you have invoked the post method. We have some session ID, right? This is the one. Copy that. Get account details. Give the token and some account number, just 1, 2, 3, 4 you give. Execute. Fail to fetch because we gave the invalid account number. Okay. The reason is I want to see the headers. One header you need to provide as this value. Okay. Other header is accept application /JSON. Rest is fine. The same thing you have to provide. Header. Authorization is one header. And the value is, but I don't know the account details. It should be able to get, or we should be able to provide the account details. Try it out one more time and see what is the output. No send option here again. Let me create a request, new request, add a request, get account details. Fine. What is the URL? Go to the Swagger link, take the URL, paste over here. For get method, there is no request body. Authorization header, parameters, and headers. This authorization header we need to provide. Let us try to view here under parameters. The value is this one. There is no 1, 2, 3, 4. But we need to provide the correct account number. Does anyone remember what is the account number there? Let me go back to this. Just provide the token and execute. There are two methods. One is getting account details. Other one is account details with number. Fail to fetch. The requests are failing. The website itself is down. These are little complex. Basically, you should have the patience to construct these queries. Send. Still failing. Fine. You try it out as an assignment. Okay, one account number 8002. You try it at home. The same steps you follow. Just launch the tool, launch the JSON collection list by using the Swagger link, or directly construct one collection name and construct each and every query. First request should be successful. Okay, body, headers, authorization, parameters. You try it out. In case if you are not able to do it, we'll do it tomorrow also. Now, the very interesting thing, the bug bounty program we are going to cover. Okay. What is meant by bug bounty? You guys have learned a lot of vulnerabilities, no? SQL injection, cross-site escape, local file inclusion, remote file inclusion. Like that, so many vulnerabilities we have tried. If you want to earn money from this bug bounty, you can do that. Okay. There are a lot of HackerOne. A lot of organizations are there which they conduct these bug bounties. HackerOne is one of the example. Even bug crowd is there. Like that, there are a lot of intermediate organizations where they can conduct these bug bounties. Let us take hackerone.com. They conduct the bug bounties. So you want to log in. Click on the login. As of now, you guys have not signed up. You have to sign up. If you have the email address and the password, you should be able to log in. If you haven't signed up for this account, create a HackerOne account. Click on this. I am a hacker. I am a company. Say, for example, I have one startup company. I want all the hackers to find the vulnerabilities in my website. So you need to register as I am a company. If you are a hacker means ethical hacker. You want to check all your skills on some of the websites and report the vulnerabilities. Then you need to sign up as a hacker. Click on I am a hacker. Provide your name, okay, and username, email address, and password. Your name, it can be like publicly visible. Bugs you find will be publicly created. Choose a pseudonym if you want to remain anonymous. So you can create like Red Hat hacker or dangerous hacker, some or other name like that. Okay. This is a login name. Whatever you want to log in, that the same thing. Okay. And then the email address and the password, confirm password, and then sign in. So once you sign up, once you create the account, you'll get the verification link to your Gmail. Okay. And you need to activate that verification link. Email address I'll give. Hackerbook Bangalore. I have already registered. I want all of you to register with your Gmail ID. And then, not sure if I remember the password. No. All of you sign up for this hackerone.com and confirm me in the chat window. Write out now. I'm trying to change the password for my account. Let me post you the link. I want everyone to register for that HackerOne. Once you are done registration with this website, try to post your details. After you log in to this account, there are a lot of things. One is activity directory, opportunities, hacker book dashboard, sorry, hacker dashboard, and job board also there. Okay. Go to the activity. You get to see the vulnerabilities that has been reported by ethical hackers across the globe. It is not just India or some other country. So the highest vulnerability, highest bounty that is paid is $2,500. If you are able to find critical vulnerability, they will give you, in fact, it is already given $2,500, which is equivalent to 25,000 into 8, 2 lakhs rupees, right? Yeah, the same thing here. For one vulnerability, they have given $10,000, means 1 lakh, 8 lakhs, total in INR, 8 lakhs. There is a cross-site script vulnerability, but it will not be like a simple payload like what we have found. There will be some twist involved, like the page, or they will be able to use Burpsuit and try to see here. What is this vulnerability? Can anyone tell me? Getting access of mod logs from any public or restricted subreddit with IDOR vulnerability. So what is the behavior of IDOR? Anyone tell me about this? What is the full form of IDOR? IDOR. Forgot. Insecure direct object reference. We have to remember these vulnerabilities. These are the vulnerabilities that has been reported by like all the ethical hackers. There are multiple websites you can test. All of you are asking, no, I need a website for hacking. I need a website for hacking. You can try a lot of websites under HackerOne. IDOR on TikTok seller. Click on this link. Let us go in detail about this vulnerability. Simple one. Insecure direct object reference vulnerability was found in TikTok seller endpoint via the promotion ID parameter, which could have resulted in promotion being removed from a user's account. And so, okay. In fact, it takes time, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You need to be providing the details that are required by them. Technical details in case if they are listing will show that. The parameter is promotion underscore ID. We saw right, ID is equal to 100. You need to put ID is equal to 101 or 102 to get to check ID over. Summary by TikTok timeline. No, they didn't give much details about that. I'll give you an assignment for tomorrow. Go to the hacker dashboard, and there are four options are there. About HackerOne, learn how to hack, submit your report, explore programs. About hacker means it is like some introduction about the HackerOne website, like who are the hackers, who are the companies, like that. Explore programs. So this one will take you to the different kinds of real websites which you can find the vulnerabilities and check for the vulnerability. Submit your report. Once you find the vulnerability here, you need to submit the report. And we have already discussed what are the details that we need to provide when sending a report, like CVSS, severity, steps to reproduce, proof of concept, remediation, everything we need to put. Learn how to hack. So as part of this, they would have click on this learn how to hack. There are 3 links. One is Hacker 101, a free class on web security where anyone can learn how to hack. They're going to teach you about the Burpsuit tool. Already you guys have learned it. Capture the flag. Capture the flag means some practicals from HackerOne where they will check your skills on ethical hacking. They will check whether you are able to find cross-site script, SQL injection, OS command injection, like that. So you need to click on the capture the flag, which will redirect you to a website where you can check or you can test your ethical hacking skills. Hacktivity. See what vulnerabilities other hackers have submitted and learn from their findings. So basically you get chance to see how other users or other ethical hackers are trying to find the vulnerabilities and what kind of vulnerability it is. The same thing which we have already discussed. They are giving high level details, but internal details like what is the payload they have used, those things are not shared. So it is about cross-site script. Now let us go back to the capture the flag. Tomorrow assignment is, I'll tell you, capture the flag. Once you launch this page, click on get started now. Okay. Once you click on get started now, it will list you different kinds of login with HackerOne. Yes. They would have listed a lot of websites where you can practice the vulnerabilities. Okay. So these are the different kinds of vulnerabilities, not the vulnerabilities, websites where you can test, depending whether it is easy or tough or like that. If you're able to score 26 points, they'll give you a private invitation for one of the websites. You can start with easy ones. Postbook is there. Start with Postbook, easy one. How do you check that? Click on start. It will launch a website. I'll give you 5 minutes of time. Try to find vulnerability in this Postman. After you do registration, take some time. Hold on. Everyone registered for HackerOne? Okay, fine. So how do you practice these CTFs, capture the flag? This is the website which you are supposed to test. Assume like this is the website, just like we tested DVWA, allfrommutual.com and other websites. This is one more website. Don't concentrate on the URL, concentrate on the functionality. It has home, sign in, sign up. Okay. And when you click on sign in, now we have to bypass the login. Tell me what are the different usernames and passwords I can try. I need to do unauthorized access. If you are able to crack it, then you'll be able to capture the flag, which means that you are successful. You try to guess the usernames and passwords. I'll write here. Username as admin, password as admin. Okay. Submit. You have entered a wrong username and password. Go back. Other people, username as admin and password as password. Still wrong password. Go back. 1 or 1 is equal to 1. Yes, you can try that. I give username and password as 1 or 1 is equal to 1. Still didn't work. Go back. Like that, you are trying all the possible ways to bypass the login. But remember this functionality postbook website, not only about signing. You can create some accounts. Usernames also you can create. Assume like user 1 I am creating. and password as password. Submit. I have created one user. Okay, click on sign in. You can create login with that user as well. But anyhow, let me try username as username, password as password. Default credentials, right? Submit. Still didn't work. Username as user, password as password. How about this? Submit. Yes. Logged in worked for username as user and password as password. So if you're able to successfully crack the flag in the screen, they will display like this. This is the flag. Okay, tilde dollar. Copy that. You want to check whether it is a valid flag or not. Go back to this page, hacker1.com. You have an option of hackerbook.in. Submit the flag option will be there. You need to submit that flag. Login. Now, hacker dashboard. Remember how I am now. Just see how I am navigating to different pages. Learn how to hack. Capture the flag. So after you capture the flag, you need to click on submit the flag. So copy paste that flag. Check. This flag is valid. Okay. For you, it will say like congratulations, you have found the valid flag. But for me, I have checked this functionality, found this vulnerability and submitted that flag. So it says like you have already claimed this flag. Understood? Like this, when comes to postbook, there are 7 vulnerabilities are there in this page. Sign out. I registered as one of the user, right? What is the user I have registered? You can register with multiple users, not only that. Hari1 or user1. User1. Password as password. I have registered as one of the one user and I'm trying to log in. Now normal login, it is not giving me any flag because I didn't find the vulnerability. The vulnerability what we find is default credentials, username as user, password as password. It has got some functionality like Facebook. You can create a post like this, new post or my profile details. It has like this, my profile details, settings, write a new post or go to the home or message something from the home page. There are 7 vulnerabilities. Out of 7, we have found 1 vulnerability. So remaining vulnerabilities, if you can do it, try to do it by tomorrow. This is for assignment. Okay, guys, I think we are running late. Try it out. Parallel, you can try for login request also because here the problem is the site is slow. In case if it is good tomorrow, we'll try it. Both we are going to continue. Both API pen testing and bug bounty hunting we are going to continue in tomorrow's session. Meantime, when you come for tomorrow's session, I would request all of you to provide some reviews in our hacker book about the hacker book training and everything. You need to provide reviews in the Google. Just search for hacker book Bangalore reviews. Scroll down. Scroll down. Where do we see the use? Google use? Here it is. Okay. Search by latest. I try to log in with a different hacker book Bangalore reviews. Scroll down. Our office was in Bangalore earlier. Again, next month we are going to start or operations from Bangalore branch. I'll be available there in the weekends. So you can write a review, like click on write a review and you can write your reviews. As of now, I see 199 reviews. More relevant, newest means the recent one. You can see like some people has provided some comments. So try to provide some comments. I'll give some guidance like how to write a review. How do you write? Mobile security, I'm going to cover in the next weekend. Not next weekend. Maybe on 3rd or 4th, 2 hours I am going to cover. We'll give a break for 10 days where you have to revise the concepts. Or Saturday I'll be available for you. Not Saturday. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday I'll be available for you to update the profiles. Means I can help you to create the resume project if you are trying for the jobs. But before we get into this, try to revise, go through my all 40 videos once, and I'll be sharing the interview questions and answers, around 150 questions and 150 answers. If you are familiar with those 150 question and answers, you should be able to crack that job by yourself. No need to depend on anyone. And if you are interested for mock interview, you need to ping me or Gurumla separately so that I'll have a 5 minutes discussion for anyone who are interested for mock interview. Whatever is the ratio, whatever is your profile experience, be it a fresher or 3 years or 5 years. Resume, we need to wait for a week. Tomorrow we have the session and Wednesday, I'm not sure if you're able to finish it tomorrow session. No session on Wednesday, or else we may have a session, one more session on Wednesday. Let us try to finish tomorrow itself. So before that, maybe by tomorrow, try to spend 5 minutes of time regarding the course content, training duration, and how about the understanding whether you are able to follow the sessions or not. All those reviews, try to put it in the Google. Okay, I'll provide you some details which will help you to frame or construct the queries, reviews. Okay. And we are going to launch these certifications. Already those are launched. In case if you guys are interested, you can take up any of these certifications: CH, cloud security, and source code analysis. If you are interested in programming, go for source code analysis. If you are not interested, then ignore. And coming to the cloud security, if you are trying with 3+ experience, I would say cloud security is mandatory, which will give you a good job and with good package. If you are trying with 3+ experience, fresher to 3+, this certification CH is very important, which will be helpful for you. We'll discuss this later. Okay, fine then. See you tomorrow. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Any other questions, anyone?